It's Monday morning and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the AL West, the Oakland Athletics finished off the four-game sweep as they defeated the visiting Yankees 6-1. The win was their fifth straight as a team. Heading into today, the A's are in first place in the AL West, an impressive 10 games ahead of second. The Yankees are in second place in the AL East. They're 7.5 games out of first. Ricky Nolasco earned the third W of his season, helping the Orioles defeat the Angels 5-2. Looking at the standings, the Angels sit in last place in the American League West Division. They're 18.5 games out of first. The Orioles are in fourth place in the AL East, 9 games back. The Houston Astros got 11 overall hits as they were winners over the visiting Rangers 6-2. As of today, the Astros are in third place in the AL West. They're 15 games back. The Rangers are fourth in the division, 16 games out of first. The Seattle Mariners combined to give up just 5 hits as they were winners in extra innings over the Reds, 1-0. At the moment, the Reds are in third place in the NL Central, only a game and a half back. The Mariners sit in second place in the American League West, 10 games out of first. The Red Sox brought out the brooms in a 3-game sweep as they bested the visiting Indians 4-2. Heading into today, the Red Sox sit in first place in the American League Eastern Division. They have a commanding 7.5 game advantage over second. The Indians are in second place in the AL Central. They trail by 8.5 games. Shelby Miller earned the win, his fourth this season, as Kansas City disposed of the Chi Sox 4-1. Looking at the standings, the White Sox sit in fourth place in the American League Central Division. They're 13.5 out of first place. The Royals are at the bottom of the division, 14.5 out of first. The Tigers cracked 14 hits overall as they defeated the Rays in extra innings 3-2. Right now, the Tigers are in third place in the AL Central, 10 games out of first. The Rays sit in last place in the American League East Division. They're 13.5 out of first place. The Twins pitched well, allowing 3 hits as they took down the visiting Blue Jays 4-0. As of today, the Twins sit in first place in the American League Central Division, a commanding 8.5 games ahead of second. The Blue Jays sit in second place in the American League East Division. They're 7.5 games out of first. Tim Lincecum collected win number 2 on the year, helping Washington get past the Marlins 3-2. Heading into today, the Marlins sit in second place in the National League East Division, 1 game out of first. The Nationals are third in the division, 5.5 back. The Mets earned the 3-game series sweep as they got the best of the Brewers at home, 10-5. It was their 5th straight victory. At the moment, the Mets are atop the National League East Division, 1 game ahead of second. The Brewers are in last place in the NL Central, 5.5 back. The Atlanta Braves finished off a 3-game sweep as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park, 4-3. Looking at the standings, the Phillies are in last place in the NL East, 12.5 games back. The Braves are fourth in the division. They trail by 8.5 games. The Pittsburgh Pirates allowed 5 hits in the game as they bested the visiting Rockies 2-1. Right now, the Pirates are in fourth place in the NL Central, 2.5 games out of first. The Rockies are in third place in the NL West, 6.5 games back. The St. Louis Cardinals combined to give up just 5 hits as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 3-2. They now have 5 straight wins. As of today, the Cardinals are in second place in the NL Central, 1 game out of first. The Diamondbacks sit in third place in the National League West Division, 6.5 games back. The San Diego Padres grabbed 13 hits in the game as they got the best of the Dodgers at home, 5-4. Heading into today, the Padres are in second place in the NL West. They're 2 games back. The Dodgers are atop the division, 2 games up on second place. Aaron Nola was victorious for the 5th time this season, helping lead the Giants to a win over the Cubbies, 3-2. At the moment, the Giants sit in last place in the National League West Division. They trail by 8.5 games. The Cubs are atop the NL Central, 1 game ahead of second. And that's what's happening around the baseball world heading into today. Join us again tomorrow for the latest from around Major League Baseball.